Today I'm going to talk a little bit about different types of emotional abuse that you can experience while you're dating and going through a relationship. Sometimes we do things where we hurt each other and we don't mean it. So if there's consistently anything that's going on where it's controlling, that's abuse. Did you know that? Controlling somebody or trying to control somebody, what they do, what they say, how they feel, is actually abuse. Trying to minimize how they feel is actually abuse. So I took a quiz before and I was looking at this, and I'm going to look up the quiz later. I'm going to link it below. Some of the questions of what they listed. So one was, are you afraid to be around your partner? Does your partner make you nervous? Do you feel like you're walking on eggshells? If you feel that way, that's a sign that you might be in something that's unhealthy. Second one, phone, right? If someone's going through your phone, unknowingly or unknowingly, it's actually considered abuse, like I said before, because it's breaking a boundary. Number 3, does that person kind of force you or force you into doing sexual things that you don't want to do, like you're not comfortable with? That's a sign of more emotional abuse. Does your partner, significant other, do they try to limit the amount of time that you have with friends? Or are they extremely jealous of people in general, right? For example, if you say, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my friends this afternoon or go get lunch, and they start saying, well, I see who's more important to me. That's an issue. If they try to keep you from hanging out with people that you love and that you know, that's basically family, and they're trying to control that situation, that's a bad thing. If they try to control your money, or they try to say, well, it must be nice to have that extra money, it must be nice to spend this and that, and they sound all jealous and they're saying stuff like that, that's a sign of a very manipulative and bad relationship. If someone's trying to control your money, that you should really consider that. Another thing is, do they always have to be right? I mean, there's people that you butt heads with and you argue and you just feel like they're always right. But in a situation like they truly have said something and were wrong, right? And then they apologize grievously, but then as soon as they can, they'll look for a reason to make you under them again, right? So they're actually trying to put you underneath them, right? So they want to be above you. They always want to be on top. That's really another sign of a bad relationship. Another thing, they minimize your feelings or what you're going through. So for instance, they end up saying, I was just joking or kidding, I didn't mean to say that, I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, but you need to not be so sensitive about it. If they're always throwing that card out like, you're so sensitive, I was just joking, you gotta learn how to take a joke. But they constantly do this, and then they demean you or belittle you. That's emotional abuse. These are some typical things that people will go through, emotional abuse. And the sad thing is, people that enter into relationships like that with emotionally immature people or narcissistic people or people with narcissistic borderline personality or histrionic borderline personality or borderline personality disorder, they will end up getting in situations like this. And you almost feel like there's an anger or a fire from it. Like there's anger and there's hostility in a partner. That's never a good situation. If you feel like you're scared of your partner, you can't voice your opinion, it's a big issue. I'm just going to tell you, like early on, if you catch things that are going on like that, it might be time to run. It's not your job to fix somebody else. Your job is to make sure that you're good so you can love other people. But your job isn't to fix other people. It's not. You can be loving and supportive. That person doesn't want to fix their own stuff. It's not your place. Your place is to make sure you're good. You know? And if that person's contributing and making you not good, that's something that you should evaluate, because your partner, not all the time, but your partner and you should be there to pick each other up and uplift each other. Not like pick each other up, but be supportive, right? And during critical times. So if they lack that ability, is something to really consider.